So one of the main changes when you come into the buffet at MSC is that they lead you to a wash station. There are lots of wash stations on both sides going into the buffet, and at different stations along the way, and this is one of them. And they lead you there to wash your hands before you go into the buffet. So even though there are loads and loads and loads of the dispensers with the gel stuff to clean your hands with, they still lead you to wash your hands before you go into the buffet area. And of course it's got all the directions on there so that you do it properly. So there's always been the option to do that, but they now direct you to it, which is really good. Now we're going to go into the buffet for lunch, because I've got some eggs that I got from breakfast, which is what I want with my lunch. But there's a queue, so we're going to go and join the queue. I don't know why the queue. I don't know if it's just that not open yet or whatever. But yeah, let's join the queue and go in for lunch. It is early, but then we were very early for breakfast because my phone changed times. I think it went to France time, so I was kind of an hour ahead of myself. So we're back on time now, but now I'm gonna eat on time. This area, if you want to spend money, these shops here are the place to come. They're all designer labels. You've got everything over here from Armani handbags to Omega and Michael Kors and that kind of thing. And then you've got the Omega shop here for the watches and things like that, and all kinds of stuff over here, jewelry. So this is an expensive area. Beautiful, but you'll notice it's empty. There are only British people on board. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful little mall, but you've got to have a bit of dosh to shop here. So this is the crepe and gelato store. You have to pay for this, and it's very high in carb, so I don't go anywhere near it. But yeah, very beautiful if you want to have pancakes and ice cream, just lovely. So an indulgent space. These are just orders, so there's no sculptures or anything. They do these, you can order your own chocolate and cake, you can customize it. So this is not a wrapper, this is actually just the chocolate. So it's pretty lovely. You can get all these chocolates, all these extra bits on, which are really nice as a gift. You buy this stuff off the shelf, but yeah, beautiful. Hello, is there nobody making sculptures? When?
Sorry?
When are they going to be making the sculptures? Have you got? So they haven't got anybody at the moment, a chocolatier. So that's why they haven't got the ships probably. So this is the Virtuosa boutique with fashion and accessories, handbags and shoes, and not shoes, well there are some shoes, but handbags and just a little assortment of fashion. So some nice clutch bags in here, they're beautiful. So all high fashion, Armani, high cost. So today at lunch, we went to the buffet for lunch, and I met a lady called Brenda and her daughter Laurie, who's in a wheelchair, and I just was interested in how or what the challenges are on board the MSC Virtuosa for people with wheelchairs. Having experienced traveling with somebody in a wheelchair previously, many years ago, my mother was in a wheelchair, and on early ships around the lift area there were grooves in the floor and the wheels kept getting caught, and it was really quite stressful. So I asked them what their experiences were, and they told me that actually the ship for the most part has been brilliant, that the cabin is amazing, the shower is tremendous, that Laurie is able to take herself from, it's a wet room, she's able to take herself from her wheelchair onto the stool and shower, which is great, and for the most part not a bad experience at all. Moving around the ship has been easy. Couple of things that could make it better. Number one, in the theatre, they went to the theatre and there are places for wheelchair users, but there's no place for their companion to sit. So they could park Laurie up, but then Brenda had to go sit somewhere else. Whereas actually in other ships, they've been able to sit together. So I think that's something that Virtuosa need to think about, MSC need to think about, that perhaps make it simple. Usually if somebody's in a wheelchair, they have somebody with them, pushing them, or a companion. And it would be good if they could sit together in the theatre. So that was one point. Another thing that they pointed out was that the doors open inwards a lot of times, and so they have to turn around to get in, which is fine. And they loved the fact they had automatic doors everywhere. And they did comment that people were very fast, the staff were very fast to open doors for them when it wasn't an automatic door. So they were really complimentary about that. But one of the things that we noticed was in the buffet, Laurie's chair could not get close enough to the table because it's got a central leg. However, I did point out that if they took a table for four, which was two tables put together, she could sit in between the tables and get pushed in further. And so she's unable to do that on a single table. And then Brenda said, well, yeah, but we'd be taking a table for 4 people. And I said, yeah, but you have needs too. So,
you know, I think that's fair enough. So they're going to give that a try and let me know whether having 2 tables together, so in effect a table for 4, with Laurie sitting in between the 2 posts of the single tables, will work for them, so we'll see. Now they have offered for us to follow them round on the ship so that we can see what challenges they have, and so hopefully we'll do that tomorrow. So yeah, that's just a comment. Everything about the ship is beautiful. They're really happy with it. Just 1 or 2 little niggles which could be sorted out with a little bit of thought.